You know what? I'm just going to randomly fire off and pick people, and we'll go from there.
You should just throw out
So
objection
Travis.
What?
Hi, this is Alex. I'm connecting you to a local agent now. Your agent.
I figured that's what that was. Hi, Andre. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Hi, is this Andre?
Speaking.
Hey, Andre, how you doing? My name's Travis Dagry. I'm your designated agent from Zillow.com. I got your inquiry about 123 Main Street, and I wanted to see, when did you want to go check out the property?
Are you the listing agent?
Hey, Andre, that's a great question. No, I'm not the listing agent for that particular property, but I am the premier agent in this area. Do you have any other question, or would you like to go see that property?
No, I'm available. Can you do today after 3 p.m.?
Absolutely. My schedule's available. Let me reach out to the seller just because it is by appointment only. So that way I can confirm our appointment for 3 p.m. today. Now, Andre, tell me, is there any other homes that you've seen that you'd like to go check out?
No, this is the only one.
Okay. And what about this home that really caught your attention?
Honestly, I just love the openness, the open floor plan. I love the pool and the resort style backyard. So those were what really got, and it was single story.
Oh, nice. So single story, resort style backyard, pool are all real good triggers for you. Is there a certain amount of bedrooms and bathrooms that are a must have?
4 bedrooms, 2 baths.
4 bedrooms, 2 baths. Now, Andre, if I can find a couple other properties that kind of fit the mold of what you're looking for and I bring them to our showings, would you be interested in seeing them as well?
Of course.
Perfect. Well, hey, Andre, I'm going to go ahead and get to work. I'm going to call the seller and confirm our appointment. And when I do get the confirmation, I'm going to send you my business card with the confirmation, so that way we know we're good for 3 p.m. today. And you're probably gonna get bombarded by a bunch of other agents, that colleagues that I work with. Just let them know that Travis Dagry with the Camara Group's already got you covered, and you're already seeing some homes. Okay.
Perfect.
Awesome, Andre. Well, I look forward to seeing you today at 3 p.m. and I'll talk to you soon.
Perfect. Great job, Brittany Marston. Hey, this is Alex. I'm connecting you to a local agent now.
Hi, is this Andre?
Speaking.
Hi, Andre. My name is Brittany Marston with the Camara Group. I'll be your designated agent through Zillow.com. I got your inquiry for 123 Main Street. When would you like to take a look at that property?
Can I do tomorrow at 3? But Brittany, I have an agent.
Okay, that's no problem, Andre. Are you 100% committed to that agent?
No, not necessarily. They're just not available.
Okay, I totally hear you. Well, how about we do this? How about we agree that if I show you this property and you want to make an offer on it, I can represent you on this home specifically?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay, let's do that. So what time would you like to see this property?
Today at 3.
Okay, great. It does look like it's by appointment only. So let me reach out to the listing agent and make sure that we can get in there at 3. Is there any other properties in the area that you were interested in viewing?
No, this is the only one.
Okay, great. And what did you like about this property specifically?
I love the RV access in the pool and that it was single story.
Okay, great. So Andre, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to look for some other properties that maybe fit this criteria. I'll bring those along on our viewing. And then if you want to see them, we can proceed with seeing them. But I'll get us set up for 3 p.m. for this property. And, a bunch of other agents might be contacting you, trying to just get in touch, let them know Brittany Marston with the Camara Group's got you taken care of. And I'll circle back with you with that confirmation. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Okay, great, Andre. I'll be in touch soon.
Sounds good. All right, Travis, throw any script at me, whichever one you want me to do. Oh.
Sorry, I'm muted.
All right.
My name's Alex. I'll be connecting with the agent now.
Hi, Travis.
Hey, yeah, this is him.
Hey, Travis, Andre Rocha with Zillow.com giving you a quick call. I'm your designated agent through our website, and I did get your inquiry about 123 Main Street, and I just had to call and ask, when would you like to see that property?
Hey, Andre, real quick, man, is that property pending?
It does look like it is pending. And they've accepted an offer on this property. However, we do have several similar homes in the area. Why don't we meet at one of those?
Yeah, that might be a good idea for sure. But I really got to know on that last one. Did that have double pane windows or what kind of roof?
Stand by while I confirm. Yes, it does look like it had a tile roof and it did have dual pane windows. Like I said, we do have other similar homes in the area that we can meet at. Now, what did you like specifically about this home, even though it's gone pending?
Well, it's a little more updated, right? I don't want to necessarily put a bunch of, money into a home that I'm already spending a bunch of money on to buy. And I really liked that it was 4 beds, 2 baths, and it had a big yard with RV access. And my wife loved the open style kitchen where she can still entertain.
Oh, no. I hear you. No, I love that. And I entertain a lot too. I end up having everybody over to cook and for parties and gatherings and stuff like that. So I definitely feel you on that. Now, what I can do, Travis, is I'm going to put a list of homes, obviously, that match this home. But one thing I did want to let you know is you're probably going to get a lot of other phone calls from agents through Zillow. Just let them know, now that we've been connected and I'm assigned as your designated agent, that you're being taken care of by Andre with the camaragroup.net. And we can get you taken care of. Now, one thing we didn't talk about was day and time. What day and time works best for you?
Well, I'm available anytime tomorrow.
Okay.
It's my off day, so.
Perfect. So tomorrow's your off day, anytime. Perfect. So let me go ahead and pull this list. I'm going to also send you an email of the properties over that I found that match similar to this one. So if there's any other properties outside of my recommendations that you want to look at tomorrow, it being your off day, feel free to let me know and I can schedule those accordingly.
Oh, it sounds great.
Perfect. Hey, Travis, thank you so much for reaching out to us, and I can't wait to meet you tomorrow.
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right. Okay. So Travis, go ahead and go first on any of them.
Well, who else?
Me, you, and Brittany went.
Who else? Karima, you've been making calls.
I don't know if she has the Zillow script, does she?
Well, we can do Google Paperclip.
Do you have the Google Paperclip script, Karima?
She's been making calls.
I have the script.
Okay, perfect. Let's go.
Assume she knows it if she's making calls.
All right, ring me in, Karima. I'm Andre the buyer. Ring me in.
Okay. Ring.
Hello.
Andre, this is Karima with the camaragroup.net. I see you have been browsing on our website, and I'm wondering, are you browsing, or are you looking to buy in the next little while?
I'm just looking.
You're just looking, and that's great that you're looking now, because our research shows that people that look early end up with a better home and that they are most happier with their house. I just want to know, have you spoken with a lender, or do you know what price range?
I'm looking in like the $400,000 price range.
Okay, and have you spoken with a lender yet?
No, I haven't. This will be our first time buying a house.
Okay, well, that's great. We have a preferred lender that I can get you in contact with that will be able to help you with knowing what your buy power is. And would that be something you'll be interested in?
Yeah, I don't see why not, with it being our first time.
Definitely. Well, I can give you the contact information on our preferred lender, and I can make an appointment. Would you like to make an appointment so I can speak to you about all the stuff that you could do in real estate and what lost it.
Hey, you're good. So Karima, check this out. Like, your drive, your energy, everything's there. And it was honestly great for it being your first role play. We just got to strengthen the scripts down a little bit. We just got to build a little bit more value with them. So it's kind of a no-brainer for the buyer's consultation. But honestly, that's your first time that Travis, we called you on the spot and like you delivered that was, you got through it, especially the first part too, searching through the website. So we just get to practice that LP Mama script. And once you get that, it sounds like you have the first part down, and it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I was actually trying to go back to the script on my phone, but I couldn't stretch down the video in time.
No, you're good. So one thing I did get in the comments is, Jason, I struggle with the transition out of I'm just browsing. So when they say they're just browsing, say like, hey, Jason, and that's perfectly fine. Over at the Camara Group, we have a non-sales approach, and it doesn't matter to me whether you buy a house today or you buy a house 5 years from now. What we found is that people just like yourself that are just browsing tend to make a lot less mistakes and ultimately end up with a lot better home. Getting their search started early. So Jason, in a perfect world, how soon would you like to be in your next house?
Yeah.
So that transition is just letting them know, the line after is just saying, hey, we don't care. Okay, perfect. Okay. So the line that you're forgetting, Jason, is in a perfect world.
Yeah.
Okay. So sorry.
In a
Jason,
perfect world.
How soon are you looking to move? That's how we transition into LP Mama, even though like we're getting the time frame like out of the way, then it's just a great time frame, and it's a great line. And also saying, hey, I know you're just browsing, but in a perfect world, how soon are you looking to move? So I notice when I say I know you're just browsing, I'm reaffirming to them that I heard them, that they're just browsing, and that I'm listening. And then it makes it a little bit easier in the transition. But Karima, fantastic job. But let's open everything for a little bit of feedback on anything so far.
Any feedback? So it's kind of like the same people going right now. So we kind of got it down. So
Travis, great. Brittany, I think you did a great job. There was one thing. Oh, okay. On the objection handler, don't
100%.
don't ask them if they're 100% committed to their agent. Just say, hey, look, can we agree that if I show you this property and even think about writing an offer on it, that I could represent you? So everything else was good, but just don't say, are you 100% committed to your agent?
Where did I pick that up from? That was part of a script at some point. Is that still part of a script, or have we eliminated that question? Are we just going with because I think I put 2 scripts in one, right?
I don't know. Believe that was on a script that we used to use. But I know for the new Zillow script, yeah, we don't ask. We just say, hey, can we agree?
Okay.
So yeah, that's the only thing is, can we agree? Just because, it's a easier way. Once again, like, it's not what we say, it's like how we say it, but it's an easier way of the ask. And if they say no, I mean, we asked it in a better way that they would, obviously agree. But it's just a lot smoother and like easier that way.
So how would you handle that if it was a Google pay-per-click? If a Google pay-per-click is like, yeah, I kind of already have an agent, would you say, are you 100% committed? Or would you say,
on a Google pay-per-click? Yeah, I would say that. You could say, hey, are you 100% committed to your agent? Or are you still interviewing agents for the job and helping you purchase your home? Okay. You can use something as easy as that. With the Zillows, we don't want to do that. But if they say they have an agent on like a Google pay-per-click, you can ask them, hey, are you 100% committed to that agent? Hey, are you 100% committed to that agent? Have you signed paperwork with that agent? Are you still in the process of interviewing for other agents? Those are all fair questions you can ask.
Okay.
I definitely do see that in the in-person buyer consultation objective list. On the objective list, it does say, are you 100% certain you are selecting the right agent? And the objection.
That's on the buyer's consultation.
Yeah, on the in-person buyer consultation objection list.
So that's probably, yeah. I mean, I haven't dealt with that ever, like on a buyer's consultation. But that could make sense if maybe we saw that reading that. So that makes sense.
Yeah, that's where I saw that. That's why.
Okay. No, perfectly fine. But yeah, the biggest thing is, and if you notice, we kind of did things, kind of quick and a little unconventional, but like, how many times are we sitting there waiting for people to answer and call after call after call after call, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get somebody on the phone. So I think that I like when we just do these a little bit more labor intensive. So now we're going to go to buyer's consultation. Who wants to do the buyer's consultation? Who wants to be the agent?
Nobody.
I can. I need practice. So let's go.
There we go.
Okay. And who wants to be the buyer?
You can be the buyer, Dre. I have to make the call. Hold on.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
Hey, Andre, thanks so much for meeting me at this property.
Hey, Brittany, thank you so much for booking the appointment. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Andre, tell me why we're here. What's got you motivated to buy a home, man?
Well, I'm a single dude and I'm sick of renting. And so I just honestly want to find a bachelor pad.
Okay. Yep. I totally hear you. Most people are sick of renting. You kind of want your own space. I totally understand. How long have you been looking?
Probably like the last few weeks.
Okay. So still pretty early in this process for yourself. Yeah. Have you seen anything that you loved, liked?
Outside of this home, no.
Okay, totally. In a perfect world, I know that, you like this home for 3 bed, 2 bath, RV access, but in an ideal world, what are you specifically looking for in a home? What are the top priorities for you?
3 beds, 2 baths, single story, 1,600 square feet, RV access, and a pool.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Andre, with real estate, timing is really everything. So how quickly are you looking to make this move for yourself?
Probably in the next 60, 90 days.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. And have you talked to anyone about your buying power?
I have not spoken to anyone yet. No.
Okay, awesome. Well, Andre, at the Camara Group, we're actually a one-stop shop. So I do have a preferred lender in the area that I could hook you up with. Are you a first-time home, or you are a first-time home buyer, correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. They are awesome with first-time home buyers. One of the things that I really like about them is that they can really dial in that monthly price for you, kind of break everything down, which I find really helps first-time home buyers and kind of gives them the peace of mind in regards to that monthly payment. So I know that we've kind of covered, what you're looking for in a home, and I just kind of want to prep you for what's going on in the market. But before we do that, do you have any questions for me?
No, not at this point.
Okay, perfect. So just to kind of go over, you looking for a single story, 3 bed, 2 bath, 1,600 square feet, pool, RV access. You want this kind of bachelor pad for your own space for yourself. Did I miss anything?
No.
Okay, awesome. So Andre, do you know anything that's going on in the market?
No.
Okay. So what I like to do with my buyers is just kind of prep them, for kind of, this whole buying process from A to Z. And the 3 biggest things that I'm seeing in the market right now is that, we hear about homes getting multiple offers. So homes are still getting multiple offers. So it is a more competitive market for buyers. So we just want to make sure that we game plan appropriately for you so that when we do find that house that you absolutely love, we can secure it in the right fashion for you. So it's important to come in with a strong offer. We are not seeing a lot of counter offers from other agents back, which is why it is important to come in with that strong offer. And you may see, starting prices for homes on Zillow, Realtor, anything like that, but homes are actually going for more than that. So with that being said, buyers are coming in with a difference of appraisal, which means they're coming in out of pocket with more cash to kind of give themselves an upper hand advantage when going into this competitive market. So in real estate, cash is kind of king. Do you have anything saved outside of your down payment?
So when you say buyers are coming in with more, that difference in appraisal, I'm just trying to kind of understand what that looks. So are we coming out of pocket to cover the price of the home? I'm just a little confused.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Let me break it down for you. Do numbers help you?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So Andre, let's say we are looking at a $350,000 house, right? And we know it's a competitive market. So we want to offer a little bit above 350,000. So let's say we put in a $360,000 offer, right?
Okay.
But when we go through the process of the transaction, we get the house appraised for you, and that appraisal comes back at 350, which is the original listing price of the house. But since we offered 360, buyers are coming out of pocket with that $10,000 difference. That's what we call the difference in appraisal, to make their offer more competitive and ultimately secure that home for themselves. Does that make more sense?
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Okay, perfect. So now that kind of makes more sense, do you have any cash in the bank outside of your down payment that you would feel comfortable using to strengthen an offer for yourself?
Yeah, I would say probably maybe 5,000-10,000.
Okay, perfect. That gives me an idea of where you're comfortable and how we game plan the best way for you. So, and Andre, this is really just because here at the Camara Group, we do things a little bit differently. We want to do all the heavy lifting for you. We understand that, especially first-time home buying can be a little bit overwhelming. You're not sure which way is right, which way is left. And I want to make sure that this is an easy, smooth process for you so that when you do get your keys and you kind of wrap all this up, it comes with a big, pretty bow and you felt that it was a very simple process. So A couple of things that we do here different at the Camara Group. I'm not going to show you any houses that you're not interested in. You already gave me a baseline of what you like. We're only going to look at homes in that range. Also, I'm going to keep in close contact with the affiliates just to make sure that this whole process goes through very, very smoothly. How does all that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay, great. Well, Andre, with all of this, would you feel comfortable and confident using me as your agent?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, the next steps for us would just be, I want to get you in contact with that lender. Let's figure out your buying power so we can get your foot in more homes to find that house that you love and get it secured for you.
Okay.
All right, perfect, Andre. Well, thanks so much for meeting me at this property, and I'll be in touch soon.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was kind of wordy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you might be like a little nervous or anything like that, but when you explain the crazy hot market, that was kind of confusing. It was just like, because I think that you get wordy sometimes, and I know we've talked about this before, and so it kind of strays away from the like just being kind of direct, like, hey, these are the three things, whenever you're looking at homes on realtor.com, Zillow, or even our website, the list price, think of it as a starting bid at an auction. The difference in an appraisal, I obviously asked you on that again because it was kind of confusing. Okay. And then also one thing is off-market properties. One of the things we offer, we just need to make sure that that's one of those few things that we touch on.
Okay.
To kind of create exclusivity. And then the close. One question I wanted you to ask was, can you see how us having this discussion and, really getting on the same page with the home buying process could be really helpful with you in making your next home purchase successful, or whatever that is. Before you ask for, are you comfortable and confident in our team's approach to help you with your next home purchase?
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know if it's nerves or whatever it is, but it's just, it was wordy. And like I said, the crazy hot market was a little confusing, and then just a little strengthen on the close, and then ask, one of those things that we want to say is, can you see how us sitting down, or can you see how us meeting and talking about the home buying process in more detail could really help make it a smooth process for you moving forward?
Okay.
Travis, you have anything?
I only heard I was on a call, but I heard the questions being asked, but I felt like it was rocky transitioning into the going over the market. Like the question you asked him going in the market, I felt like it was like very, I don't know. I mean, I guess blunt wouldn't be the word, but it wasn't smooth. It just wasn't a smooth transition into that. But did you see Jason's question in the chat, Andre?
Let me see. This is not a question.
Is it important to make sure that the buyer has not only the money to cover the appraisal gap, but also down payment and closing costs? So usually if they've spoken with a lender and have a pre-approval, they know how much they're obviously going to be using as a down payment.
Yeah.
And somewhat of what the closing costs would be. Now, then, if that's the case, Jason, if they know that information, then I kind of ask them, well, other than what you have set aside and covered for your down payment, is there any other funds that we could, kind of tap into that you could use just in case we need to cover an appraisal gap?
Yeah.
That you're comfortable with anyways, because comfort's a whole different thing.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I have the money, but it's okay, how much of that are you comfortable with using? And then if they haven't spoken to a lender or gotten pre-approved, then, I kind of transition. Well, they'll let you know what your financial power, your buying options are, how much that will cost you. And then we can kind of revisit if there's any money, left over that could be used on a home that you really love.
Yeah. And the other thing too, is you can ask them how much money they have set aside for a home purchase if they haven't spoken to a lender. Mm-hmm. And then, the other thing too, is people don't know that they can be gifted funds. People don't know that they can borrow against their 401k one-time tax-free for real estate. So really, we just want to kind of probe and see kind of like where they're at, and like, how much they have allocated towards this. And then we'll let the lender
break down the fine
work on that and getting the fine-tuned details. But we want to have at least an idea. So when we tee them off to our lender, we know, hey, they have about X amount and this and that. And then your lender's obviously going to do a good job of asking them about other forms or creative ways in which they can create, a budget for those new costs and things of that nature. But
great question though.
But yeah, great question. But yeah, Brittany, I think maybe you might be a little rusty. But what I think the biggest thing with the buyer's consultation is making it simple, making it easy, and also like getting our point across and being direct. And sometimes I know I can do it too. Like when we deviate from it or we get wordy or we're not confident in our script, that lack of confidence or that wordiness or whatever, that mirrors onto the prospect that we're speaking to. And so the biggest thing is, the better we can get with memorizing the script, the easier it's going to be for us to build rapport, the easier it's going to be for us, to not be in our own head saying like, oh man, I missed a question. Oh man, I missed, and you're trying to get through the script. So I would say, let's practice the script more. And let's just be a little bit more direct and clear, especially on the crazy hot market. But other than that, I mean, you have the process down. I mean, you have, you know how to present a great buyer's consultation. So I don't know, if maybe you just need to just revisit the scripts a little bit more or whatnot. But yeah, let's get a little less wordy and then just a little bit more smooth on the transitions from section to section. Let's see here. So that is 11:30. We will be back tomorrow. A little birdie said earlier in this conversation, we might be doing the the open house script. We're definitely going to practice the buyer's consultation tomorrow as well too. And I appreciate everybody for coming on the role play, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Yee.